Hello, hello. Welcome to one more Fluent for Real class, live class. My name is Renata. I'm an English teacher. I have been one for the past 16 years, and I'm here to help you reach real fluency, speak confidently at work, at meetings, and develop your career in 2023. Permission to speak português. Nessa aula, a gente vai começar com português, depois a gente vai passar para a aula mesmo em inglês. Porque eu tenho muitas coisas importantes para dizer para você, como o título aqui já deve ter chamado a sua atenção, porque phrasal verbs são uma questão para muita gente. Tem gente que olha com um amor, tem gente que olha como um grande obstáculo, enfim. Primeiro de tudo, eu vou começar quebrando um mito aqui, que é de phrasal verbs, Renata, eles são informais, eles são formais. Se eu usar, eu estou sendo inadequado de alguma forma, eu estou parecendo, sei lá, um adolescente cheio de gírias, numa reunião de trabalho. Nada contra adolescentes, tá, gente? É só uma questão de adequação de linguagem mesmo para o ambiente profissional. Bom, assim como a gente não coloca um terno para ir à praia, a gente realmente precisa se preocupar com a adequação de linguagem na hora de se comunicar numa reunião. Imagina que você está fazendo uma apresentação em inglês onde você tem que falar de todos os resultados dos seus projetos, do seu projeto dos últimos 6 meses que sugou sua vida, sua energia vital, como um dementador, e aí você quer fazer um excelente trabalho, você quer que todo mundo perceba o valor que você gerou ali naqueles últimos 6 meses, né? Então, você quer soar o mais profissional, mais claro possível, não necessariamente sendo formal, tá? Mas você quer passar a sua mensagem da forma como você definiu. E a ideia é que a gente saiba navegar, né, entre formal e informal. Não existe essa regra. Não existe. Você pode pegar todos os phrasal verbs, ou os 100 mais usados na língua inglesa. Não tem como a gente dizer que todos eles são formais. Normalmente as pessoas tendem a achar que são formais. Não existe isso, tá? Existem inúmeros phrasal verbs que são ultra, super neutros. Não são nem formais e nem informais. Você pode usar sem medo de parecer que você está numa conversa de bar ou uma conversa muito coloquial, tá? Sem medo. Vou dar alguns exemplos aqui, depois que a gente entrar na parte do inglês, vou dar alguns exemplos mais, em mais detalhe, com mais definições, mas eu uso isso muito dentro do nosso curso, dentro do nosso programa, eu falo muito com os alunos que existem phrasal verbs, que na verdade salvam a nossa vida. Sem eles não dá para ter uma comunicação clear cut, que é um dos pilares do nosso método também, né? O ACE Method são 3 pilares. Seu inglês precisa de ser accurate, ou seja, correto, limpo, de forma que os seus erros não atrapalhem a sua mensagem. Erros de gramática, estruturais. Clear cut, que é essa linguagem objetiva e natural, que soa natural para quem está escutando. E elevated, que é realmente navegar em qualquer ambiente de forma a escolher, definir, decidir o que você quer usar em qual momento. Então, para ser clear cut, tem hora que, gente, um phrasal verbzinho é o melhor jeito, porque sem ele a gente ou usa uma palavra que não exprime aquela ideia, ou a gente vai dar a volta e tentar explicar de um jeito que uma palavrinha já resolveria e seria muito mais objetivo e mais claro para quem está escutando, tá? Para quem é a pessoa fluente do lado de lá, a pessoa nativa ou não, a pessoa que domina o inglês ou não, ou, né, também quem está precisando de ter uma linguagem mais clara mesmo, porque explicar demais, falar demais, ser muito prolixo e dar voltas não é o que a gente quer idealmente. Às vezes acontece, vamos com isso e melhoramos ao longo do caminho, mas não é o ideal. Então, esse grande mito de achar que phrasal verbs são sempre informais, aí você foge deles, e você só dedica sua atenção a verbos que têm origem latina, que são até mais fáceis, né? Isso não é legal, porque você vai deixar um monte de gaps aí interessantes, né, para você preencher com phrasal verbs, porque são realmente muito mais ricos. Por outro lado, você achar que precisa de se montar de phrasal verbs para falar inglês de verdade, para ter fluência real, para falar inglês com confiança numa interação com nativos no trabalho, também não é verdade. Existem muitos que são ótimos, maravilhosos, se você souber, ótimo, mas se isso estiver te impedindo de achar que o seu inglês está te levando e é um motivo de orgulho, né, em muitas situações, eu vejo muitas pessoas se martirizando, meu inglês é ruim, meu inglês só falta. E para de reconhecer que tem muita coisa boa ali também. Então, se você está olhando para o seu inglês com esse olhar, simplesmente porque você não domina os phrasal verbs que você gostaria, não domina 200 phrasal verbs, não faça isso. Isso pode estar te impedindo de falar inglês com mais confiança numa reunião, de entrar e mostrar que o seu trabalho através do inglês que você já tem. Então, faça essa reflexão. Se essa crença de que eu tenho que decorar os 200 phrasal verbs da internet, pegar aquela listona, eu tenho que saber os 200. Não, gente, não é isso que faz a sua comunicação no trabalho ser mais efetiva, não é isso que faz a sua comunicação em inglês no trabalho, mostrar o profissional que você é, te deixar à vontade para ser quem você é em inglês, mostrar a sua competência, a sua experiência em inglês. Não são essas palavrinhas que vão te fazer ser compreendido, tá? E, obviamente, existem, sim, verbos com origem latina e tal, que são super formais. Então, assim, coisas que só a rainha diz, sabe aquela coisa? Então, se você quer falar inglês da rainha, se você tem uma situação de muita formalidade aí no seu ambiente de trabalho, sim, existem vários que são muito mais formais do que phrasal verbs que são sinônimos. E muitas vezes nem os próprios nativos conhecem esses verbos, tá? É algo que, enfim, são realmente palavras que nem todo mundo tem acesso a elas. Agora, não é regra. Mais uma vez, não se deixe levar por essa de todos os phrasal verbs da vida são informais e todos os... Não existe isso. Muitos são extremamente úteis e neutros, que você pode usar sem receio, tá? E normalmente se o sinônimo dele é algo muito usado ali no dia a dia de trabalho, né? Não tem muitas variações, que pode acontecer, às vezes tem um phrasal verb que tem vários significados. E aí, num significado ele é super informal, no outro não, no outro ele é neutro. Então, lembra disso também, tá? Existe essa possibilidade, mas não tenha medo de usar por conta disso, tá? São sempre informais. Não são. E aí eu vou mostrar para vocês 5 que são extremamente úteis. Eu falei desses 5 phrasal verbs e disponibilizei para quem participou do nosso último evento, nosso treinamento, agora em janeiro. Quem participou já tem essa lista e já está praticando. Quem não participou, eu vou falar deles agora e vamos para a parte de inglês, tá? Let's have class now. So no more Portuguese because I'm not going to be translating definitions. I'm not going to be speaking Portuguese and help Jimmy, live on forever in your mind. I want us to cut that, Jimmy. Let's go into the explanation part. So this list is, okay, one second. Let me just make sure that the tab is correct. Okay. So this list is on Quizlet, which is a very useful website that works with flip charts. So we are going into this. Phrasal verbs for work, you cannot live without. Phrasal verbs for work, you cannot live without. These are 5. Note that I do not use Portuguese as a definition. To give you the definition, I do not use long explanations. Here, this is the culmination of the exercise of the practice. Understanding that, 1, you already had the input, which I am going to give you right now, the input and the explanation on that phrasal verbs and how it works. And then we will be working on the practice right here to make it active for you. You're going to use your voice to practice with me. So the first one we're going to work on is come across. You know how when you want to describe that you face a situation, you encounter a situation. In Portuguese, we may say encounter, but in English, that's not how someone would naturally say that. No one would say not no one, but it's not common to say, if you're waiting for someone to say, I encountered a problem, or always, I found a problem. It's not always what they want to say. It's not always like I was looking for something and I found it. Sometimes you just want to say that you were doing your thing, you're living your life, working, and then, oh, look, there's a problem, So this phrasal verb is great to express that kind of situation. When you meet, you encounter, maybe by accident, maybe you were looking for it, maybe someone told you about it, it doesn't really matter. So it encompasses all of those ideas. It's very, very useful. So the phrasal verb is come across, and the generic idea that it conveys is to encounter. But I've explained to you what we use with come across: situations, problems, not people, okay? I'm not trying to say that I came across a person. I'm saying, look, boss, I came across a problem in the project. I came across a difficult situation I have to deal with. We are coming across some unpredicted financial changes. So we have to do something about the budget. These are some examples. So encounter, repeat with me, come across. Come across. Use your voice. I came across a big problem. I came across some difficulties last week. We may come across some struggles. We may come across some problems. We may come across some surprises. It's not always negative, all right? It can also be something positive. So that's one phrasal verb. Phrasal verb number 2, to experience. When we are talking about living a situation, experiencing something, we do not say pass an experience. You do not say I passed a divorce. You do not say I passed some time, doing something. This idea of living and, experiencing something is expressed by the verb go through, the phrasal verb go through. So I went through, let's say the company is going through major changes. Maybe a lot of bosses are coming in and out of the company. Maybe there's a big turnover right now. Maybe there's a merger, so one company is buying the other. So the company is going through major changes. Repeat. One more time. The company is going through major. The company is going through major changes. I went through a divorce last year. I went through a big recruitment process to get to the position that I am in. I went through a recruitment process. Maybe I will need to go through a process like that to get my promotion next year. So living, experiencing anything in life, you're going through it, you went through it, you will go through it. You never say you will pass that experience, all right? Number 3, so see the importance of the phrasal verb. This is not informal at all, at all. Number 3, take control of a situation or something. You know how sometimes you say that there's someone new in that position, or maybe the project someone was responsible for the project, and then someone else now is going to fill in that position and will start to be the responsible, boss, or the boss in charge, actually. So take over. That phrasal verb is not at all formal. It's super neutral, not at all informal, sorry. It's super neutral. So you can use it every single day of your professional life. Examples. So repeat with me, okay? Take over. Bob is taking over the department. Bob took over the project. Oh, so, Karen is sick. I can take over. I can be in charge. I can be the one controlling everything. I can be in that position. I can take over, right? So take control, take over. Experience. What is it? Pull it from your memory. Go through. Encounter. What is the phrasal verb? Come across. Let's go again. Experience. Go through. Test your memory, okay? Recalling technique here. Take control. What's the phrasal verb? Say it. Say it. If you don't say it, you're not using your voice. You're not going to learn how to say it when you need it. Take over. Let's move on to number 4. Finish. When something finishes, and it's not a book, it's not a process. A process has beginning, middle, and end, like a book, right? I start to read a book, I finish reading the book. My day starts, my day finishes. But if I have a stock full of something, if I have, an amount of water, like this bottle of water right here, as I drink my water, the stock becomes lower and lower, And then eventually I will have to fill in the water bottle one more time. When will I fill in the bottle again? When my water runs out. When I run out of water, that's when I will go. Not when my water finishes. No. So once again, this is not informal. This is absolutely essential to anything that is a stock. So the stock of products might be running low or might have run out. What else? Your time may be running out. You may be running out of time. There are two ways to construct the sentence, okay? What else can be running out? Energy. Maybe you're running out of energy because you're so tired. You're running out of energy, running out of anything that has a certain, you have a certain quantity of, and then you don't anymore. Okay, so you run out of something. How do you construct that? Repeat after me. I am running out of time. I am running out of time. Our time is running out. Are you using your voice? Okay, so once again, our time is running out. We ran in the past. We ran out of investments. I mean, someone invested in us and then we don't have that money anymore. That's what I mean. Okay, so let's say money. We ran out of money. We ran out of investors. We had a lot of them and then they started disappearing. So now we have 0 investors. You know what? We ran out of investors. We can't do much now. So run out of something. Finish the supply of that. The stock is no longer there. Number 5, to contact. Oh, but Hannah, this is a verb that I can use, I can use exactly like I do in Portuguese. Yes, this would be one way of calling someone, contacting them, you can. But there's a special way to express when you contact someone to offer help, or to the opposite, to ask for help. This is so idiomatic, there's a detail about that, contact. And the phrasal verb is to reach out. This is a great way to end your emails, reach out. So you can say, please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. So that means, kind of like you're reaching out, you are rubbing your hand and you're calling the person, or you're like, please help me, you're reaching out. That's the idea. Either to offer help, come on, let me grab your hand, or to ask for help, please help me. Did you get the visual? Just wanted you to get the visual so you can, understand when you can use that. To end your emails, great. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. So repeat with me, reach out. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I'm going to reach out to John at IT. Well, hey, John, I need some help. There's something wrong with the system. It's not working well. The client is complaining, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to reach out to John. You can say, I'm going to call John. You can say, I'm going to email John. I'm going to contact John, of course. But you can also say reach out, and that is not informal. You are not going to sound inadequate if you use this at a meeting, to end your emails, to tell someone, to offer help. Okay, so if you need any help adjusting to the new job, just reach out. I am right there. That's my table, or I am right here. That's my email. Just, reach out whenever you feel like you can or you need to. Okay, so that phrasal verb is super useful. So repeat with me, reach out to someone. So feel free to reach out in case you need any help. I will make sure to reach out if I need help. Reach out to someone. Reach out to someone. Contact someone. So let's do it once again. Let's gather up all that information from, let's restart. From the phrasal verbs, let's use the recalling technique, just the definition. You give me the phrasal verb. Encounter, a problem, a situation. Come across, repeat. Encounter a situation. Come across a situation. Read it out loud, say it out loud. Come across a situation. Encounter a problem. Come across a problem. Experience a problem. Experience the merger of the company. Go through the experience. Go through the changes. Go through the changes. So, experience, what's the phrasal verb? Go through. Experience, what's the phrasal verb? Oops, I gave you the answer too soon. Go through. Take control. That's easy because the verb is the same. Change the second word. Take over. Take control. Become the person in that position. Go to that position. Be the person in charge. Take over. Take control. Take over. Experience. Go through. Encounter. Oops. Encounter. Come across. And let's go to number 4. Finish. The stock. Run out of something. Run out of time. Run out of patience. Finish. Run out. And the last one, contact. Reach out. Reach out to someone. Reach out. Now, the same exercise that we're doing here, you are going to do with the flashcards. All you have to do is go over to Quizlet, find us there, Fluent for Real, and we have 5 phrasal verbs for work you cannot live without. I will leave the link below here on YouTube in the description box so you can keep studying. When should you stop using these flashcards? When it's easy, when you know all the answers by heart real quick, and you can even say that in a sentence. So example, encounter, come across. I came across a big problem last week. Perfect. Experience, go through. Okay, I am going through a big change in my company right now, or I'm going through, my boss is going through a divorce right now. Perfect. You can exemplify and make a sentence very quickly without thinking too hard, without taking a lot of time and effort. Take control. Take control. Take over. Okay, take over. My boss took over a new position at the company 2 months ago. Okay, I can think of a situation where I can apply that and I say it out loud, no problems. Perfect. Finish. Run out. Okay, run out. I am running out of patience with Deborah from the, other department, the commercial department. Something like that. Next one, contact. Okay, reach out. That's the verb. Be easy, fast. I didn't think too much. I didn't make a mistake. Reach out. You know what? I need to reach out to my former boss and know how he's doing. Ask him how his life has been. I haven't talked to him in a long time, and I really want to make sure that we connect again, we bond again, because he was a special person to me. So keep rolling the flashcards, studying through practice. Use your voice. If you just read the flashcards, that's not taking you anywhere. If you want to speak English with confidence, if you want to be fluent for real, if you want to take all of this knowledge into your work, into your meetings, into your calls, and make sure that you are more confident that your English is evolving, you need to use your voice. You're not going to develop your speaking by reading, all right? You need to speak, and the little practice from everyday flashcards, from watching reels, pronunciation mini videos, and actually pronouncing the words, practicing that over and over a few days, that's game changing. Just looking at social media, reading and listening, that's not going to change the way that you speak. All right. Well, I hope that this class was useful in the sense that it broke the myth of phrasal verbs being informal. They are not. There is no such rule. Many are, many are not. So don't worry about that rule, and don't be scared of sounding, too informal or colloquial when you don't want to. And something else, don't think that you need, if you want to connect with people, if you want to make your English more idiomatic or more colloquial, that you need phrasal verbs for that. There are many ways you can do that. And you don't have to worry about memorizing 100 phrasal verbs if you want to make your English more clear-cut, as we say it, more natural, idiomatic, and objective for your coworkers, your bosses, your peers, your clients, your suppliers. No, there are other things involved. And if you just study the right phrasal verbs, if you go and invest the little time that you have, because you're very busy, you have work, you have either, human family or pet family or plant family, you have some kind of family to work on, to invest time in. And I know that you're super busy. So invest your time where it's going to count. Make every minute count, right? And reach real fluency, become confident to speak English at work, even if you don't have all the phrasal verb that you believe you need. So break that myth. You will see that with little, you can reach a lot, all right? So see you soon. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Share this video with your friend if you enjoyed the class and the practice. Keep practicing, use your voice. See you next time. Bye-bye. Pausing YouTube first.